Welcome back guys. A new BIOS and a GPU driver are now available for ROG Ally 2023 version. This is the update log for BIOS version 341. It includes the latest security patch for the CPU, iGPU driver version 32.0.11037.4004. Graphics driver optimization for black myth Wukong fixed an issue where overly dark shadows or desaturated colors may be observed while playing the game when global illumination is set to medium or higher. I have experienced this problem when playing Black Myth Wukong, especially when going through dark caves. The lighting seemed to be broken. The workaround for this issue prior to this update was setting global illumination to low. I'll try to demonstrate this problem. Currently, my ROG Ally is running on official GPU driver version 3002 that fixes the crashing issues in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Just open my asus application, go to system update, click on system update here, click on check for updates. Here you'll see the latest BIOS update. There it is. My Ally is running on BIOS version 339 installed version, and there's the latest BIOS version 341. Description has been provided. With this configuration, I ran benchmark tests in 3 games: Cyberpunk 2077, Black Myth Wukong, and Arkham Knight. After updating to the latest BIOS, I'll run the benchmark test again. We'll compare the performance. We'll do the same thing after updating to the latest official GPU driver. I'll start with the BIOS update. My asus application system update. Check this box next to BIOS update for Windows. Click on update selected items. Make sure your Ally is plugged in the charger. Click on confirm. Need to reboot our system in order to apply the update. Just click on restart here. I have dual booted Windows and Bazzite operating system on ROG Ally. We'll check whether Bazzite is working after this BIOS update. I have secure boot disabled. I have shown this process in my Bazzite operating system setup on ROG Ally, dual boot setup. Now we should be booting into the BIOS. There it is. Just tap on yes. BIOS upgrade started. Wait for the process to complete. Process is about to complete. There you go. Took about 5 minutes. Just tap on OK. Device should restart. And we are in. BIOS was successfully updated. Took some time. Just be patient. I'll show you the version. After this, I'll be putting into my Bazzite partition. This is Army Crate app. Settings, General. Click on About here. Click on Check next to Service version. BIOS version 341. Now I'll boot into my Bazzite partition. It should not be affected by Ally's BIOS update, as I had created a separate EFI partition for Bazzite. Secure boot disabled as well. We'll see. I'll open Ally's boot manager. Press the down volume button. And there it is. Select Bazzite here. Grub menu. We are in. Bazzite is working. I'll return to Windows. I have not updated the GPU driver yet. Current version 3002. Set the UMA buffer size to 5 GB. We'll be running the benchmark test for 3 games again. We'll be comparing the performance of BIOS version 441 with BIOS version 339. Benchmark test complete. I used the same APU power profile, 25 watts. Same game settings. First I'll show you the scores for Black Myth Wukong. This is for BIOS version 339. Minimum FPS 23, maximum FPS 52, average FPS 43. And these are the benchmark results for BIOS version 441. Got the same values for average and maximum FPS 43 and 52. Minimum FPS was slightly higher on BIOS version 441, 30 compared to 23 with BIOS version 339. These are the results for Cyberpunk 2077 on BIOS version 339. Average FPS 56.79, minimum FPS 46, maximum FPS 70. Now we have the benchmark scores for BIOS version 441. The results are well within the margin of error for average FPS, minimum FPS and maximum FPS. Benchmark results for Arkham Knight, BIOS version 339. Minimum FPS 46, maximum FPS 101, average FPS 68. I'll switch to BIOS version 449. Again the results are well within the margin of error. Expect no change in performance with the BIOS update. I'll try to demonstrate the broken lighting in Black Myth Wukong. Haven't updated the GPU driver yet. Using a 25 watts manual profile. All 3 power values are at 25 watts, 900p resolution. Super resolution scale set to 65 fps, upscale enabled, frame generation enabled as well. Low to medium settings, anti-aliasing, texture quality and global illumination quality set to medium, rest of the settings set to low. 900p resolution, borderless mode, motion blur and basing disabled. I lowered the second level. It's the daytime, sun is shining brightly. You can see the color of my mask, red. I'll stand in the shadow. Now observe the character model. Character model is barely visible, so dark. Shouldn't be looking like this. I hope this issue gets fixed with the latest GPU driver update. Almost as if it's the night time, which is not true. Leave the shadow. Standing in the open. Now I can see the color of my mask, armor properly. Let's update the GPU driver. If you have installed AMD's GPU driver on your ROG Ally, you need to uninstall it using DDU. This step is not required if your Ally is running on official GPU driver. Open RB Grid app. Click on the settings cog here, click on update center. Click on check for updates. GPU driver update should pop up here. There it is. Click on update. Version 4004 released on 20th September 2024. Update has been downloaded. It's being installed. During the installation process, the display will flicker. Do not worry. It's a normal process. Just wait for the process to complete. Display went blank. It's working again. Need to restart ROG Ally. We are in. I'll open Adrenaline software. Show you the version. Software version 24.8.1 released on 23rd August 2024. It's a bit outdated compared to the latest AMD GPU driver. Adrenaline settings for a game. Okay. AFMF version 1 is supported. No support for AFMF version 2. As expected, AFMF 2 is still in beta phase. If you're running on the latest AMD GPU driver that supports AFMF 2, avoid switching to this official GPU driver. You'll lose access to AFMF 2. I just sent the benchmark test for all 3 games. Same BIOS version 441, same game settings. These are the results for the previous GPU driver. In Arkham Knight, minimum FPS was around 46, maximum FPS 100, average FPS 69. Results for the latest GPU driver, minimum FPS 45, maximum FPS 98, average FPS 67. The results are well within the margin of error. Benchmark results for the previous GPU driver, Cyberpunk 2077, average FPS 56, minimum FPS 46, maximum FPS 69. These are the results for the latest GPU driver, average FPS 56. Again the results are within the margin of error. Last but not least, Black Myth Wukong. Results for the previous GPU driver, average FPS 43, minimum FPS 30, maximum FPS 52. Results for the latest GPU driver, average FPS increased by 1. Again the results are well within the margin of error. So expect the performance to be roughly the same with the latest GPU driver compared to the previous one. DXDIG, current version of GPU driver 4004. Now I'll test the lighting in Black Myth Wukong using the same settings as before. 900p resolution, frame generation on, anti-aliasing, texture quality and global illumination quality set to medium, rest of the settings set to low. Load the same sequence. There's Wukong. You can see the different shades of lighting, but I'll be honest guys, lighting is still not working properly. I can barely see my character in the shadows. It's not the night time. Just step out of the shadow, see. Daytime. Not impressed by the lighting in this game. I don't think the driver fixed the issue. Go back in the shadow. So dark. Okay, I'll just set global illumination setting to low. We'll see the difference. Stand in this dark area. Shouldn't be this dark. Global illumination quality is set to low. Apply. Let's see what happens. Okay. It seems the lighting got fixed. Basically, the illumination effect got disabled. Very disappointed. Lighting in this game is still broken. That's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.